Good morning, everyone. Yes, my videos always are a day delayed, aren't they? Yeah. Why is that? Well, in the way that I make the videos and then upload them to YouTube, it takes a whole day. Would you believe that? Which, in a way, says, that would irk one, this, that. I don't know. I could make them live, right? But live, I say, it's interesting, isn't it? We're living this technology world, time, this, that, and there's just these amazing things happening out there. You just wonder, oh my gosh, no idea how it works, this, that. When it comes to all this really super techno stuff, right? Yet here in the mountains where you think you'd have the best reception, right? You don't have it. It's not. And on top of that, um, I'm noticing that the company that we have here for the internet and the phone is continuously having problems to I don't know, stay online or something. It's intermittent. And oh, why is that? Too many people, not enough stuff in the sky to. Okay, all right. So I make the videos ahead of time and then upload them, and they come out good without all the interference. This, not if then if you were to make a live one, but it takes forever to upload it. I'm not kidding. It's not, had nothing to do with here. So I'm assuming that YouTube, even though who's watching my videos, just about, oh, I have one or two really faithful watchers, right? And that which is what? Yeah, well, I was already told, even by YouTube, this, that, and Facebook, you could make your videos, if you do this or that, they could become more mainstream. Well, that's not what I'm looking for, though. Right? Yes? Again, why not? Well, I'm going to let Spirit World work when it comes to all this. Right? Yes? It's not something that I have to get famous over or start making money with. That's not why I'm doing this. Oh, yeah. So what's our purpose for doing anything? Okay. Uh, they must really, I don't know, check out my videos or something. Right? Everything has to. Okay, what does she say? Okay. I haven't been in Facebook jail or whatever in a long time. Oh, I did notice something on Google. They have this weird kind of little thing, hot chocolate something, and you're sexy. I'm going, I noticed that yesterday for the first time. So I'm trying to figure out how to get to Google now and go, take this off. This is so offensive. Just take it off. Right there again, right? We kind of don't notice. And, I noticed yesterday. I'm going, well, what's that geared towards again? Really? What, if you're not sexy out there, or someone tells you you're sexy, or this, what, something's missing in your life? And why is that on there? This is like a mainstream, uh, uh, what do they call it? Again, now see, I don't even know that. I know it, but it doesn't come to my mind right now. Where everybody's on Google, this, now, and it's great to Google stuff, I have to say. Yeah, it is a wonderful thing. But right there is something in them going, well, you don't have a better. What the heck does that have to do with your whatever? Right? Yes? Well, I'm trying to figure that out. I know it's. I suddenly was. There it is. There it is. I can send something to Google. I said, get this off of my thing. Don't do that. What is that? Does everything have to be sexualized out there? As I said, if it were to have something to do with actual love, true love, that'd be something different. Nothing to do with that. So what is that? Do people even notice? Go check it out. Hot chocolate, something, something, hot sexy. Something. Hot chocolate. What does hot chocolate have to do with sex? I have no idea. Is there some weird thing going on out there with hot chocolate? I have no idea. Okay. Is that geared towards? Okay, I'm not even going to go there. See now. Anyway, so takes a day to upload one of my videos. Everything's always a day behind. Or yeah. Anyway, so there it is. Saw a really interesting video this morning of a guy that had to say, "Wow, you really got it together." I mean, it's like that's what I love to see in men, right? When they have it together, when they actually are doing the job of a man, right? Yes. And this one, I think he's called Actual Justice Warrior. I think that's how he's on YouTube. Go check him out. If I find the video again, which I wanted to go and see some of his other videos anyway, just to kind of get say, yeah, I'm not alone out there, kind of thing, right? Yes? You'd be surprised. We didn't used to have a dryer here, right? Yes, and then people moved in and they wanted a dryer, and well, did not just that, but threw my old washer out, which was still working just fine. I come back home from being gone taking care of my grandchildren. I'm going, where's my washer? Oh, well, at this and that. I'm going, where's my washer? Well, we threw it away. You did? Oh. So, if for one reason or another, and they got a new washer and dryer, it's nice. I mean, come on now. But back of my mind, I'm going, so if you decide that you don't want to live here anymore, you're taking your washer with you. I don't care about the dryer. Never needed a dryer. Okay. Well, anyway, so then, because now we have a dryer, right? The clotheslines, one that I have in the house, the one that I had out here on the porch, suddenly started to irk people. So, well, I still like to hang my clothes. The reason I like to hang my clothes is not just that, number one, dryers do use a lot of electricity. Okay? All right? Yep. Okay. I live on a budget. And the other thing is they tear up their clothes. I'm not kidding, they do. I've noticed that since, started using the dryer as well. Again, to please whom, in my own home. Started to more holes here. Wow, the fabric's really thinning here. And I do have very, very old clothes, but yet still, okay. Dryers tear up the clothes. They really do. They make them last a lot shorter. And, well, I fixed my clothes, but still, okay, all right. So I put up another clothesline again out here because, well, I like my sun-dried or air-dried clothes better. I just do, okay? And wondered, why did I even take them all down? Why did I take the clotheslines down? So what? So you don't have to walk through what? A day of clothes hanging there, this or that to dry? Yeah. Again, trying to please someone, as I say, go along with their complaints, or as I say, just kind of in your own home. And I'm kind of, I have to say, in many ways, I do try to please the people around me. Okay, just as I said, be wise when you pick your battles, kind of thing. And it was just interesting on how that went down, and there's more that goes with it. But the interesting thing is that when people want something changed, right, then the change happens. They're not willing to take care of the extra responsibility that goes with it. For example, like a dryer, that costs me probably, with the amount of people that we have here, about $25 a month. That could be up to $50 a month. Yes, extra. Yes. But the blame was put on my big freezer. Guess what I did? Well, since I'm not going to be here for 3 months, I cleaned that whole freezer out. I used up everything. It's unplugged, and we'll see. You lead by what? Example. You teach by what? Confronting people with certain things. So this guy was talking about the Walmart's closing, and that was over a month ago now, in Chicago somewhere, I think it was. 4 Walmarts in a certain area closed all down because the looting and the stealing and this became, well, might as well just stock the store and then let the people in and forget the cashiers and all, right? Yes? Okay. That's kind of what it was. Now people are all up in arms. There's the politicians out there going, oh, Walmart, okay. So first, when Walmart moved in, it was, well, Walmart's not good for the community, this and that, for one reason or another. That was a long time ago. Now Walmart's saying, oh, okay, I guess we're not in the right place here because I don't know who you're going to do business with. That's going to put all the money out to have business there with you. But basically, you're doing what? Or allowing what? Yes? And now the residents there are all up in arms, blaming Walmart for, we don't have a grocery store anymore, we don't have this or that. Right? And it's like, okay, you people are insane. It's like, where is your hate? Where is your hate when it comes to all this? So say you go and you make a beautiful home in your neighborhood, this, that, and others are watching, say, oh, look, they're bringing a new TV in. Oh, that's great. We're going to get us that. Oh, the most beautiful yellow bird. I know what it is, but I can't remember what it is. Sissy told me what it is. I forgot. And see you bring in a bunch of groceries. Oh, yeah, yeah, that looks like $200 worth of groceries, this and that. And then as soon as you have it all put away, they come in and they take it all, right? On top of that, they destroy everything else that you got in your home. You're good with that? Are you good with that? Anybody? I want to know. Anybody, even in those neighborhoods, are you fine with that? Because that's what you are allowing to businesses that come into your disreputable neighborhoods, trying to still give you some sense or this or that of a, regular life, though I don't know how that's possible in crime-ridden neighborhoods, which have nothing to do with the police, have nothing to do with the politicians, they have nothing to do with anything except for your own self in that neighborhood. And what you are allowing to be happening. What you vote for, who you put in there, that makes it even more easy for hoodlums, criminals, and I don't know what, drug pushers, I don't know what, to be there happily and comfortable. It was an interesting video to watch. It was an interesting video to watch because of also the people that were hollering and screaming out against Walmart leaving now, who were also hollering and screaming when they moved in. Okay, and okay, well, sorry. I said, look at yourself and what is needed in your own neighborhood. You let things go this far out of control, and you want to blame whom? Just saying. That goes for a lot of other things too. The catfish I saw in Mississippi. That Mississippi is, oh my gosh, what a awfully poor state. Didn't even know that until this morning on how dire things are there, really, when it comes down to it, when it comes to the economy. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is so sad to watch in so many ways, right? So there was the cotton industry, there was the catfish industry, that was all taken over by machines, the cotton industry especially. Did you know that one machine took over the work for 8 families? That, I didn't know, wow, okay. And then the catfish industry also died down because we like catfish from China better. Okay. Now, who came up with that? So again, that is a politician kind of thing, right? And it's really amazing to me on how, I'm sorry, what? Why would politicians make sure that we have this trade going on or whatever business with another country, but at the same time, whole towns are dying because people out of job. Now you have to put them on welfare. This and that. Because of what? How does that make sense? Again, this is like what? What's going on in our country? What's been going on in our country? I mean, that started to happen in the 1950s, 1960s. Oddly enough, when actually black people started to get control over their own environment, control over their own lives, started to have more possibilities due to the fact that, yeah, and it surprises me that 1950s, 1960s, that wasn't that long ago. Really? Wait a second. Unbelievable to me that in this country it took this long to decide that we're all human beings. What is that? Right? Okay. But I looked at Mississippi and I'm going, man, all these towns where just 3/4 of it, literally just 3/4 of it, are all falling down buildings, businesses, what, in a whole main street of, what, 30 businesses, 2 of them are still open, this, that, and there's many of them. There's many little towns like that, okay? The population is shrinking. I guess they're all going to Jackson. I have no idea, okay? That I don't know where they're going. This, oh, oddly enough, teen pregnancy is the highest also there. It's just, oh, interesting. So what are they teaching? This is a state in the Bible Belt. What are they teaching their young people? Multiply, be fruitful. Okay. Well, in any case, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be a state to send all the refugees to? Let's see what they're going to do there. Let's see what they're going to do there. Or why did they come to this country? To do what many people are doing in this country? To live off of other people? Leeches. That's called leeches. Bloodsuckers. Ticks. Oh, vampires. Leeching off, sucking the blood out of good citizens? Or are they really here because they wouldn't have to worry about drug cartels, wouldn't have to worry about their girls having to be sold or kidnapped, right? For what? The lust and desires, uncontrolled lust and desires of men. This and that. I'm just asking, why are they all leaving? Why are they all leaving their home? There's so many people. Why are they coming here? So let's give them Mississippi. Yes, right? All these rundown towns. See what they do with it. Yes. Well, yeah. Give them a start capital, right? And see what they do with it. Yes. I never know. The room is here for people to do better than what the people are doing here in many places. Well, so what about these neighborhoods that are losing all their grocery stores, this and that? Oh, now you have to go to another neighborhood. Where? What? Are you going to start doing the same thing that's going on in your neighborhood? Or are people not going to go, well, who have you elected? Again, okay. That kind of goes for the whole state, doesn't it? Yeah, or whole whatever, county or whatever, right? So I thought, well, okay. So how about in these neighborhoods? You want to be in control. Then and you're complaining and blaming other people from the outside on what's going on in your own neighborhood. All right, let's give you a start capital too. That's what I would do. Here it is, $20 million. Now you build your own grocery store and you keep it up. And when you start making a profit, you're going to start paying back that $20 million because it is coming from the rest of the people in the United States. See how you do. See how you get an inkling on what is going on in your neighborhood with your own people and why people of business have to leave your neighborhoods. You will realize that it isn't because of outside people. It isn't because of, oh, you don't have it as good, this or that. It is because of your own self there and what you allow. I've told this before. Beware what you tell your children, what you talk about around your children in your own household and how that affects them and how you're already planting these seeds of destruction and hate and blaming everybody else for what isn't going right in your life. Just saying. All right, so let's go. I say here, like I always do. Anywho, yeah, sadly, again, who's going to listen to the videos? This snap. Is it reaching the right people? I don't know. Maybe someday it will. All right, Deuteronomy 22. If you see your brother's ox or one of his sheep straying, you must not disregard it. You must take it back to your brother. Oh, well, what were we talking about? Oh, you don't get to go and take someone else's stuff, do ya? Yet, what's happening in so many places around the United States? And if he is not close at hand, or you do not know who he is, you must take it home with you and keep it by you until your brother comes to look for it. You will then return it to him. You must do the same with his donkey, the same with his cloak, the same with anything that your brother loses and that you find. You must not disregard it. If you see your brother's donkey or ox fall over on the road, you must not disregard it, but must help your brother get it on its feet again. A woman, okay, what did I say? Just what did I give? What example did I give on, okay, you're blaming everybody out there, outside of your neighborhood, outside of your county, your town. Yet, if we are giving you the power to do something yourself, get what you need yourself, will you be successful with what you have allowed the people around you to do to your neighborhood? Yet, I say, I am all for, okay, prove yourself. Prove yourself. And let's help out. But again, in a way where you're not just given, but where you have to put the work in yourself as well. Yes, now prove yourself. See how you're going to deal with what's going on in your own neighborhood when you suddenly are in charge of something that you really, really want to keep. And be beneficial for everyone there. Yeah, sometimes that's the best way to learn. A woman must not dress like a man, nor a man like a woman. Anyone who does this is detestable to Yahweh, your God. Okay, well, there you go. I mean, dear me. Let me see here. This is still under various rulings. I had an interesting conversation with my oldest granddaughter. She's 10 now. And she likes to dress in very comfortable clothes. She's not big on dresses, though she used to. And I said, we came up with, she brought it actually up. And I said, look at Rosie. I said, I wear dresses, but I'm always wearing pants underneath as well, right? Yes. And I said, so what's your decision? She says, I don't like to just wear underwear under my dresses. She feels too vulnerable. Oh, isn't that interesting? A 10-year-old child, that's often the times when a girl starts to get sexually abused by an adult man. Okay? Yes, that is the 100% truth out there. And I'm going, oh, wow. And somehow she instinctively knows that with the society that we have going now, she needs to protect herself more. What would you make out of that? Oh, she's wearing boys' clothes. Oh, that must mean, Yet all she's trying to do is what? Protect herself. Somehow she knows how vulnerable she is out there as a girl. To whom? Interesting. So I told her, I said, wear your dresses, wear your pants, wear jeans underneath it, whatever. I said, look, makes for a really good look. Look at Grozy. She says, I do like the way you walk around, Grozy. Unbelievable to me on how a little girl like that already feels so vulnerable that just to wear a dress with her underpants doesn't feel safe to her. People, we got a sad, sad thing going on out there. Sad. Very sad. Well, in any case, so trends in clothing change all the time, right? Yes. Well, the other thing too. So is this a dress? I mean, okay. At that time, were men wearing pants? What were they wearing at that time? What does this mean? A woman must not dress like a man, nor a man like a woman. What were they wearing at the time? And why is that in here? Is it in here because of the clothing? Or does this go already a little deeper? What did they already have going on at that time when it came to that? Does this have to really something to do with clothing? Or does this again go into the abuse sexual realm of what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman, where the perspective positions are when it comes to that? This is the Old Testament, people, 4,000, 5,000 years ago, recorded. Interesting. If when out walking you come across a bird's nest in a tree or on the ground with chicks or eggs and the mother bird sitting on the chicks or the eggs, you must not take the mother as well as the chicks. Let the mother go. The young you may take for yourself. Thus will you have prosperity and long life. What the heck is that all about? Ah. Oh, okay. Why would you take either? Okay, I take the eggs of my chickens, don't I? I don't take their baby chicks, though. Why would I do that? What would you do with baby chicks? If she's still sitting on them, still taking care of them? What the heck would you do with that? There's no meat on them or anything. So what would you do with that? Why is that in here like that? I have no idea. Was that some kind of a... I don't know. I have no idea. The eggs, okay, if they're not... You can't eat an egg that's already halfway hatched. It's gross, okay? What? Okay. Does it have another meaning, just like the other one? The part there? Okay. I have no idea. I don't know. This doesn't make... I don't know. I guess being a woman of nature, I have no idea what that means. I wouldn't do either. I would not. No, okay, forget it. Not even. Thus will you have prosperity and long life. What? Because you're killing virgin life or something? What is this again? I had the blood of a virgin, right? Will stop you aging or something? Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, here, again. Is this idol worship again? Is this some idol thing again that's still there somehow, slipping in to what the Word of God should be? Okay, don't know. I have no idea. It's a mystery to me here. When you build a new house, you must give your roof a parapet. Then your house will not incur blood vengeance should anyone fall off the top. You must not sow any other crop in your vineyard, or the whole yield may become forfeit, both the crop you have sown and the yield of your vines. Oh, Now this again, see, so some things I'm not getting, right? With the house thing, not getting that either. A parapet must be something, I don't even know what that is. So I have no idea. Is that something to stop the, I don't know. I don't know how they built their homes at that time. But with the crops, I know that you have to be very careful on what you introduce with another crop. Right? Yes? Okay. So that you don't lose your initial crop. And again, this is so interesting to me on what's going on and how we are modifying the seeds, right, to become hybrids. And hybrids don't reproduce. Yes, you can get a hybrid back to producing, but it takes several years for that original code to be instilled in the plant again and then slowly regain what? The possibility to reproduce after the harvest if you get seeds from it as well. Yes. So, and if you have hybrids growing with heirlooms and it happens to be, say, tomatoes, you will lose your heirloom tomatoes. The hybrids will sterilize them. Yes, that's sad, right? A lot of people don't know that. So I wonder if this kind of is the same. Beware on how things work out in nature, and that some things, even plants, right, are stronger than others and can invade. Oh, well, we have that. Again, we have native species of plants, and then we have the ones coming from other countries, which I already says, how are you going to stop that with birds migrating and this and that? It's just not, okay, is that really? And on how I have seen here in my environment on how even a species that's not native gets eventually cut back again, not takes over, except for the kudzu. I don't know. Maybe something will affect that eventually as well. But kudzu is such a valuable legume. Everything's edible on the whole plant. So you could live on kudzu. You could. Anyway. And your animals as well. That's interesting. Not all plants are edible for humans and animals. Okay? Some that we can eat, no problem, is a big problem for the animals, makes them sick, and vice versa. Yes? Okay, just saying. Yes? Okay. You must not plow with ox and donkey together. You must not wear clothing woven part of wool, part of linen. You must make tassels for the four corners of the cloak in which you wrap yourself. What I find interesting is, again, on how when it comes to science and we know that now. At that time, they were just giving this direction. Did people know why, really, when it comes down to it? I'm not sure. Yes? But the one thing, first of all, wool has to be cleaned differently than linen, right? Yes? Okay? Wool, you got to be really careful with, or you're going to end up with a messed up piece of clothing that won't fit you anymore, this or that, right? Has to be handled differently than linen. Linen can take a lot of abuse, this and that, in a way when you wash it. Wool can't. Yes? Interesting? So why not mix the two? Because on had to talk about the dryer and the washer, didn't I? My clotheslines. Are you getting my drift? Yes? Again, God's trying to teach the people on how to take care of the things that they have. Right? So they last longer. They keep producing. Yield, this, that, right? Yeah. If anybody knows anything about oxen and donkeys, then you know why not to put them together on a plow. Right? Yes? Okay. Enough said? You will not plow your field in peace and harmony. That ain't gonna happen. Okay. A young wife's reputation. So again, what I'm reading through this, one could look and say, okay, this is why you don't do that. It doesn't matter if you know why you don't do it. The thing is again, it's God's giving direction, instructions, guidelines, right? For what? He cares for what the people are producing, this and that. And already is giving what? Yes? It'll last longer this way. You'll plow your field in more peace and harmony if you don't mix up the animals that you shouldn't have on there with their different temperaments. Oh. A young wife's reputation. If a man marries a woman, has sexual intercourse with her, and then, turning against her, taxes her with misconduct and publicly defames her by saying, I married this woman, and when I had sexual intercourse with her, I did not find evidence of her virginity, the girl's father and mother must take the evidence of her virginity and produce it before the elders of the town, at the gate. To the elders, the girl's father will say, I gave this man my daughter for a wife, and he has turned against her. And now he taxes her with misconduct, saying, I have found no evidence of virginity in your daughter. Here's the evidence of my daughter's virginity. They must then display the cloth to the elders of the town. The elders of the town in question will have the man arrested and flogged, and fine him 100 silver shekels for publicly defaming a virgin of Israel, and give this money to the girl's father. She will remain his wife as long as he lives. He may not divorce her. Wow, that's really going to be a great union after that. Oh. But if the accusation that the girl cannot show evidence of virginity is substantiated, she must be taken out, and at the door of her father's house. Her fellow citizens must stone her to death for having committed an infamy in Israel by bringing disgrace on her father's family. You must banish this evil from among you. Wow, interesting. Okay, this I'm a woman. Okay, so is wow, amazing. The interesting thing is that in a woman, virginity can be proven or not by, okay, you have to look. Or, yeah. So there's a little blood, which you can fake too, as I said. I'd say anybody knowing that, even a young girl who goes, yeah, that might be a problem, right? Could do what? Okay. Right. But here's the thing. How one-sided is that? Why can one not prove that a man is still a virgin? There's no way to. He says no. No. That's that. Interesting. I can't see God giving direction like that. And give me, as a woman, the type of intelligence that I have and capabilities as a woman, this and that. And then I'm being downgraded like that for something that is absolutely unequal among men and women at that time. I don't have much further to say to that. And if any man says, oh, yeah, that's God's direction, this and that, I don't know what, I think that God would like to see. Our heavenly parents, mother and father, would like to see you stay abstinent, right? And truly find the person that you're want to be with, regardless on get to know them firsthand first. You can do that now, right? And then commit for life. Done. Okay. The interesting thing is that human like that can be, even as a child, if something happens, accident, and during that time, it's possible, and all the work that they do, this and that. I don't know, they don't talk really about horses or this or that, can damage that, and then that's that. Right? Okay? Yeah. In today's world, there's even more things, as I said, it's a possibility, this and that. Again, no doubt at that time, I have no doubt that girls got raped and sexually abused all the time. Right? But here again, what is man doing? That has nothing. That part has nothing to do with God. What is man doing? Right? We also have the story of when, who was it? Jacob, right? First wanted Rebecca, but got, what was her name now? The older sister first, the snat, right? And he, well, too bad, right? We have an example there where, yeah, it's not reputable either. As I said, how did he not know he got the wrong woman in his arms? I'm just saying. Well, women are just women. Oh, okay, gotcha. Doesn't matter. As long as you what? Get it. Okay. So I'm not sure what, but to me, this is again, don't take this wrong, guys out there. For me, it's always in order to request and demand something, you've got to give the same back likewise. And again, if the man lies about it, then what happens? If the woman lies about it, what happens? Isn't inequality among people, human beings, in your own family, in your own tribe, in your own clan, how far back does that go? Now people are just looking at races and continents and blah, blah, blah. But you go and start reading the Old Testament and realize, wow, inequality didn't start among races. Inequality started where? Nah, I'd like to see the whole world just populated by men. Let's go for that. Wouldn't that be something if all the women all around the world, we have our own revolution going, yes, and say, yeah, gonna wear that chastity belt now. Sorry, guys. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Adultery and fornication. If a man is caught having sexual intercourse with another man's wife, just with another man's wife. Doesn't matter about the young girls, that you got from your booty, in the wars, this, that. It's just with another man's wife. Right? Yeah, everything else goes. As I said, rape, I have no doubt, was rampant at that time. As long as it wasn't with another man's wife. Both must be put to death. Oh, the man who has slept with her and the woman herself. You must banish this evil from Israel. Yep, and I'm sure that nobody checked and see if the woman really wanted, or if she was what? Pressured into it, this, that, I don't know what, right? Ew. Okay, Father, I have to ask, what were you thinking when you created man? The man? If a virgin is engaged to a man and another man encounters her in the town and has sexual intercourse with her, you will take them both to the gate of the town in question and stone them to death. All right. The girl for not having called for help in the town. Oh, yeah, right. The man for having exploited his fellow citizen's wife. Okay, what did I just say about rape? What does that sound like? Didn't call for help. Yeah, how are you going to do that if you're just about smothered to death? Oh, my God. How does that make sense? You must banish this evil from among you. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. But if the man ran into the betrothed girl in an open country and slept with her, having taken her by force, I'm telling you, Her ravisher alone must die. Oh, okay, all right. You must do nothing to the girl. She has not committed capital offense. Oh, what if the guy says, yo, but she was willing. Nobody hurt them. They were out in the country. Ha! You see? How does any of this make sense? And who does it benefit every time? The woman has no say here. None. Zero. Who's going to believe her? Who's going to believe the woman? And where is the clan protecting these young girls? What's a young girl going to go out there into the countryside with a guy by herself? What is she doing going out anywhere by herself with these kind of, if you had in your family, if this was such a, that's the rule, that's what's going to happen if you do this or blah, 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 would you not, as the clan's men, protect your women 100% and never let them go anywhere on their own? Be unsupervised per se. Wouldn't the women want that as well? Okay, I bet you there's the occasional one, right? Okay, occasional one. But if. And how at that time, still, where was the men's spiritual nature attached to? Oh, okay. They say men have two brains or something. Okay, which I think is very offensive. But is it the truth? And why? Why have children in our society now become even more so vulnerable to what? And it's not hidden anymore. It's all out there for everyone to see. Right? Got all them letters for it now. And they're still not happy going after children. 100% going after children. All of them. All of them. And what are we doing? Letting our children go? We are? Here's my granddaughter trying to protect herself in the way she dresses. Protect herself. People, we got a problem. We have a bad problem when it comes to being adults. I can't speak for other countries, though I'm sure it's going on there too. It's even worse in some. That's not. That's. So reading through this, what am I addressing really? And what most likely is God trying to tell the people here as well? Yes. Oh, we got rules in place to stone everybody to death. That doesn't. Or this is a great enough offense that you need to find a way to protect your women and your women and your girls. The case is like that of a man who attacks and kills his fellow. Since he came across her in the open country, the betrothed girl may have called out without anyone's coming to her rescue. So again, the betrothed girl, also, so she was already engaged, this, that. What if she wasn't? Then that would have been okay. Then she would have, because she wasn't promised to anybody yet, then that would have looked at as, where was her fiancé in all this? Okay. If this was such an important thing, then again, this girl now is, so the fiancé surely would make sure that she stayed safe until marriage. And then after that, of course, and then once he starts having girls, okay, all right. There's some good men out there who actually are doing a fantastic job on protecting their girls. There are men out there that go to the schools to SNET, making sure that the young guys teach them, because they're not being taught at home a thing. when it comes to all that. That's good. God forbid there would actually be a course curriculum in school where one teaches young people, teenagers, abstinence again. Teaching them on how to healthily develop a relationship with the opposite sex. Okay? Teach them how to curb the hormones that are bubbling up now to the surface. And there's so much fodder out there for them, right? To destroy their spiritual integrity when it comes to all that. Then how are they going to be able to be a good husband to their wives and a good father to their girls and their sons, their boys? Huh? They can't. Yet, we've got every course and class in schools now to teach them on how to have the ultimate orgasm, right? Yes? Oh, that's important. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So many parents. Good with that. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey. Plus, if a man meets a young virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her, sleeps with her, and is caught in the act, her ravisher must give the girl's father 50 silver shekels since he has exploited her. Oh, yeah. She must be his wife, and as long as he lives, he may not divorce her. Okay. I think I made my point. There you go. What did I say? Oh, so it's an engaged girl. But if it's not an engaged girl, then what? Again, it's all to the satisfaction of who? That poor girl. Her first encounter, right, to conjugal love is what? Not only that, now she has to live with that man for the rest of her life. Poor thing. Wow. Some people around this world still, because of the way they live, this and that, are called savages and barbarians. Right? Yes, somehow, just because of the lifestyle that they have, per se, how to grow things or do things or where to live, this, that, right? Because they don't live in a high rise or they don't have a grocery store to go to where they can buy whatever and walk around in a suit and I don't know what. But who are the barbarians out there, really, and the savages? Yes? The best dressed people. You look at them and you're going, well, looks like about $50,000 on you. Good for you. What's underneath? Yes? Oh, well, this obviously got me going. Got me going? I've said this before, yesterday, day before yesterday. What are men doing out there right now? Huh? Yes? Pretending to be women. Oh, but that is, no, don't want to hear it. They're pretending to be women, and what are they doing? Nothing different than what I just read. Degrading the status of a woman. And they can. It's okay. It's allowed. Allowed. Approved of. Supported. The interesting thing on that is that growing up, I mean, it's not like I was completely naive, not knowing that men sometimes like to dress up like women, this and that. Right? And I never really thought anything of it. Well, women wear pants and a shirt and this and that. Right? Why can't a man, if he wants to do that, walk around as a woman? It's kind of funny. Yeah? And I guess vice versa, it's kind of funny too. Yeah? So I never really thought of it. I thought it was just their style. It was a style. It was a style on the outside. I did not know that with a style like that comes other things that are not good. other things that are gross, and that their lust and desire that comes with what they want to look like, that there's other things. Oh, but that's not real. Yes, it is. If you start fighting as a man, dressing up as a woman, to go to the women's restrooms and the girls' locker room and this and that, then I'm right. If you start degrading women by wanting to be in their sport now and you win everything, this and that, because you're still a man, then I'm right. If suddenly children are pushed into this really sick agenda of transgender surgeries and hormones therapy at the age of as young as what now? 2? Then I'm right. Then I am right. If in every competition that you're in, this and that, or where you go to, or and you always have to mention your sexual preference, then I'm right. I am. Done. So, nobody is innocent out there as an adult when it comes to many of these different things. I'm not just talking about the odd and abnormalities when it comes to people's love lives, this and that, okay? The principles of love. I'm talking about the heterosexuals as well. And yeah, I will point the finger at you. I will call you out if I see you supporting to damage children. I absolutely will. And everyone else out there should as well. If you keep things in your bedroom with absolute 100 consent of the other person, that's not my business. I hope you'd find your way right, to the absolute principles of love and free yourself from something, no doubt, I know you're not that happy about. Deep down, you know that. I'm just saying. So, forgive me. Please, forgive me if I'm someone that stands up for children against the horrific sexual abuse that's going on out there. More and more so, more rampant and more rampant. With people watching. They don't even have the blinders on anymore. They're watching. I find it horrific that I'm called out for loving God, talking about God, talking about the Ten Commandments, wanting them back where they belong. And people get offended over that. Yet, child pornography has a great clientele out there, an immense clientele out there. And you can't tell me, if you can call me out, and you can ban me from I don't know where, then child pornography should be rotted out by now, and everyone guilty of that in jail for the rest of their lives, contemplating for the rest of their lives what they're willing to do to children, how they're willing to expose them, sell them to other adults. For what? Equality? A sense of belonging? You people are sick out there. Okay, I must say, where did this go? Well, anyway, I said what I had to say. interesting to read that passage and on how, again, at that time, if you were a rapist, you got the prize. Yeah, yeah. Just make sure that you know that she doesn't have a fiance. You were given the prize afterwards. Eh? Yes, to rape for the rest of her life. Eh? To rape her for the rest of her life. And who knows what else they did. Eh? A guy rapes a girl, a young girl, then asks to marry her. Right? What else will he do to her? Hmm? No, that was fine at that time. Okay, good. That's fine today too, isn't it? Yes. Okay, with children. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Got that out of the way. Hope everybody has a wonderful, happy day out there while children are getting sexually abused and harassed and raped by men, pretending to be women, this, that. I don't know what else they do, man. Boys too. Sadly, more and more that is happening. But I hope you have a happy day out there, yeah, with no concerns, this or that, and yep, supporting this or that, yeah, and feel so good about yourself, including everybody and this and that. That's wonderful. Yes, yeah, yes, yeah. Well, I'm not going to be one of those people. Done. Yes, not. I don't think our children deserve that. So I'm going to keep trying to do my best to teach and hope that with okay, what come about? As I said, it's right there in the Bible. All this nonsense. When it comes down to it, on how people dealt with, mainly again, that's God's word. You believe that? And then on how men dealt with it all, right? Yes, their own lust and desire, nothing to do with love, nothing to do with the principles of love, nothing to do with follow God and God's guidance. Nothing at all. What I hear out of that is, men, take care of you. Women folk, protect them. And at that time, already seemed to be really, really bad. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Had enough. I said enough. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you. Let's hope we can protect our children out there. All of them. They deserve that. They deserve that. An adult doesn't deserve anything while a child is still suffering out there. I think I made myself clear. All right. One more time. God's love and blessings. May He protect you. And I will talk to you all another time.